Hi, church family. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Been communicating with you through Facebook and talked to a few of you on the phone, and Nikki's talked to others. So we've heard everyone's doing pretty well. But we did want to send a message to you just tonight via video. And this is how we're going to be having church for the next little bit. We're going to be online, and it'll be videos of me preaching. And this coming Sunday at 11 o'clock, we will have our first online service. Now, this is something that pastors all over the country are experiencing for the first time. Many of us haven't had any reason to be online. And then this week, all of us, it seems like, are having to be online. So we will get through this. I told you last week that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And so we need to walk by faith, not fear. But also another word that we need to kind of live out right now is flexibility. And this Sunday is going to be no different. We are going to have to be flexible. We like I say, we used to meeting together and being able to shake hands and hug and fellowship and sing together and worship together. And this week we're going to do it a little differently. Now at 11 o'clock Sunday morning, I'll have a video that will be posted to YouTube. There'll be a link on Facebook, on our church Facebook page, that you can click on to watch that. So a couple things with that. One, we know that probably about half or a little more of our church does have access to Facebook or YouTube, but there's probably others, some of the older folks especially, that they don't have any use for Facebook or YouTube. They're not on the internet. So if you could have them with you Sunday morning, but keeping the numbers below 10, have them come over and worship with you. Watch the message together. That would be awesome. One, it would give you a chance to fellowship a little bit, and two, it would give them a chance to see the service and be a part of the service. Just because we can't meet in the building doesn't mean that we stop being the church. The church is the body, it's the people. And so I encourage you, still be the body. We can't have service in the building, but we can still have service with our family. We can still have service with our friends. Maybe you have a neighbor that you've been inviting to church and they've said no over and over, and they're just not interested in coming to church. Invite them over. Say, we're doing something different this week. We're just going to be watching Pastor on the computer and going to have a service that way. And it's going to be a little different. It'll be a little shorter service this week because we won't have a song service this time. Maybe in the future, I'll have Wes come up and we'll meet up at the church and record some songs so that we can worship together too. This Sunday, it's going to be a little different. I'm trying to learn this as I go. I've never had to be an online pastor, as it were. I've never had to do the videos before. So this is something I'm learning. I'm learning the videoing. I'm learning the editing of the videos, the posting. I'm having to learn all of that. So this week is going to be the sermon. So we're going to, pray that the Lord will get us through that much, and then we'll try to add after that. But what I encourage you to do, the sermon will be posted at 11. It's not live, it's pre-recorded. So if you're a couple minutes later, maybe you want to get together as a family, or your neighbor is there, or maybe another church, another member from the church, come together, keeping your numbers below 10. Remember, social distancing, flattening the curve, quarantine, all those key words from this week. Maybe you want to get together and have a word of prayer. Maybe you want to sing a few hymns or praise songs. Go on YouTube, look up some songs. There's some great music out there that you could sing with, and just have some time worshiping the Lord, and then follow it up by watching the message. And I got a message this week talking about the Last Supper. Again, remember, we started a journey to the empty tomb last week. Easter's still coming. Easter has not been canceled. Jesus still rose from the grave. And this week we're talking about the Last Supper. And the title of the message is Set the Table. That's what Jesus did. He set the table. He set the table for his crucifixion, for his burial, but then his resurrection. And so he talked to the disciples about that there at the Last Supper. And so I encourage you, gather together, worship together. Don't let the kids stay in bed. Don't let the kids go watch TV. It's time for church. And so we want families gathered together, worshiping together, listening to God's word preached. And I think it'll be a great time. It's going to be a different time, but we're going to be flexible. And so I just pray that you would have a blessed weekend, and pray for our leaders. Pray, for those affected, our neighbors, citizens, different ones affected by this virus, and our world. And then just pray that God's name will be glorified during this. His name will be lifted up, and that the church would be the church, that we'd be the light in this dark time. And I love you guys. Look forward to seeing you again. And again, just miss you guys, and can't wait to be able to gather again with you. Thank you.